Hi, my name's Sheldon Livesay. I'm the director for Ofoneaccord Ministry. Have another God story for you today. This is an example of how God is on work, especially when we're on mission for Him. Normally in the summertime, we have folks from churches in states all around East Tennessee come here to Appalachia to do home repair. And sometimes we see special things happen. I remember one time, and churches normally come on Sunday afternoon. They start work on Monday, and they work normally through Thursday and leave on Friday, but sometimes they leave on Saturday. This one church was here, and they were going to leave on Saturday. So this was Saturday morning. They had packed everything up, and they were in the yard of this house, and they had some pieces of the roof uncovered. They were working to finish that up. It was going to be their last day, and guess what? It looked like the storm clouds started rolling in, and I mean, they came in a hurry. The team was working as fast as they could. If they left, and if it started raining, they left, not only would this house be damaged on the inside, we have to do things over again, but the team that was coming the next week, they had their own job to do. It wasn't to come and finish this work up. So we didn't have an alternative. What we do in a case like that is we stood out in the front yard and we held hands and we asked God if He would stay the rain. Now, do you believe that? Do you believe God can do that? Well, let me tell you what happened. Those clouds started billowing in more and more and more, and then you could see the rain coming. And the rain came right towards us, but the miracle was that the rain went around the house and it wasn't raining on the house. The lady had a chain link fence, and you could put your arm outside of that chain link fence, walk the perimeter of the house, and you would be soaked. But on the top of the house, on the roof, there was just a little splatter to let us know what was going on. Well, about a half an hour, 45 minutes went by. It was amazing. I mean, we were all amazed at it. But the last piece of the roof was put on. The ladders were put up. The tools were put up. When the last car door slammed, the rain came down on the house that we were working on. I saw it with my own eyes. It's almost too good to hear a story like that and believe that it happened, but we saw it. We've seen God do those kind of things many times. Let me tell you just one more story real quick, since that was short. I remember another time, and we were working down the road. We were working in an area of our community that didn't have a cell tower, cell phone, so they wouldn't reach. And we were working on a deck. And this again, it was the last day, and the team needed to finish this deck up. So what they did was they sent one of their members into town, and they were to get some boards to put on the top of the deck. They had built the steps coming down. They had built most everything but the flooring on the deck. And they ordered 8 2x8s, or the planks that were 8 foot long. Well, the only thing about it, because this was an 8 by 10 deck, the only thing about it, after this guy goes into town, they're doing some other things, finishing up, and they look, and the joist boards are not on the 8 foot side, they're on the 10 foot side. It means that you've got to put your boards, you've got to have 10 foot boards instead of 8 foot boards. What we got, or what we sent after, wasn't going to be right. So without cell phones, they go in, borrow the lady's phone, they call the lumber company, they ask the lumber company, they say, we need to exchange the order to 10 foot boards instead of 8 foot. Guess what? The man had already been there and left. He didn't have a cell phone. They couldn't call him. We were just in a bad situation. So it looked like this. It looked like we weren't going to be able to finish this house on time. But here the guy pulls up, and they're saying, oh, I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to finish because we sent you after 8 foot boards instead of 10 foot. And then they started looking at the boards in the back of his truck, and they said, that looks longer than 8 foot boards. And they got their tape measure and measured, and the lumber company when he went around to pick his lumber up, the man had loaded the wrong boards. He got 10-foot boards, exactly what we needed, exactly the number that we needed, and we simply went down on Monday and adjusted the price that we paid so that we paid for what we got, 10-foot boards. God does that kind of thing all the time. It's so exciting to work in a ministry where we see God at work. Thank you for allowing me to share that story with you today. God bless you, and you have a great day.